The world watched as China's C929 wide-body jet completed a record-breaking non-stop flight from Shanghai to Buenos Aires. This journey showcased remarkable endurance and efficiency, sending shockwaves through the Western world. For decades, Boeing and Airbus have dominated the market. Now, the C929, developed by Comac, has proven it can compete at the highest level. Headlines worldwide buzzed with news of the C929's achievement. In the West, the reaction was a mix of respect and concern over market disruption. The era of the Boeing-Airbus duopoly is facing its most significant challenge yet. The C929 is leading the charge. The C929 story began over a decade ago as a joint venture between China's Comac and Russia's United Aircraft Corporation. Originally named the CR929, the project aimed to develop a long-range, wide-body airliner to challenge Boeing and Airbus. The partnership faced hurdles. Disagreements over technology sharing and market strategy strained the alliance. By 2023, Comac took primary control, rebranding the aircraft as the C929 and transforming it into a national Chinese endeavor. The goal: satisfy China's booming domestic air travel demand and reduce dependence on foreign jets. The C929 was also envisioned as a flagship export, enhancing China's reputation as a high-tech manufacturing power. The government declared the project a national priority, providing immense financial and political support. This commitment helped overcome technical and geopolitical obstacles. The transition from joint venture to solo project accelerated development, but also created new challenges. Comac had to fill technological gaps, especially in advanced materials and engine integration. The company recruited top engineers globally and invested heavily in R&D. This intense focus paid off, pushing the C929 from design to prototype faster than many expected. The C929's journey reflects China's resolve for aerospace independence. It's a story of ambition, adaptation, and relentless pursuit of technological self-sufficiency. The project's evolution set the stage for the C929's world-stunning debut. China's aerospace ambitions are now a reality. The C929 is ready to compete. The C929 isn't just a copy of Western jets, it's packed with innovations. Over half its structure uses advanced carbon fiber composites, making it lighter and more fuel efficient. Its supercritical wing and scythe-like winglets reduce drag and boost performance on long-haul routes. Comac has mastered complex composite manufacturing, a major engineering feat. The cockpit features next-generation avionics, large touchscreens, and a fly-by-wire system to reduce pilot workload. While some avionics are sourced from Western suppliers, China is rapidly localizing production. The ultimate goal: a fully independent aerospace supply chain. For now, the C929 uses Western engines, but China is developing its own high-bypass turbofan, the AECC CJ2000. Achieving a reliable domestic engine would mark true aerospace independence. The C929's design choices reflect deep understanding and adaptation of modern aerospace technology. It's not just catching up, it's innovating. The C929 is a symbol of China's growing engineering confidence. With each milestone, it closes the gap with industry leaders. The world is watching as China's aerospace ambitions take flight. On November 18, 2025, the C929 prototype stood ready at Shanghai Pudong International Airport, its destination, Buenos Aires, one of the world's longest commercial routes. This wasn't just a test of range, it was a real-world trial of the aircraft's systems and endurance. The C929 lifted off at 8 a.m., carrying test pilots, engineers, and aviation officials. For 20 hours, the jet became a flying laboratory, pushing its structure and systems to the limit. Telemetry streamed back to Shanghai, with engineers monitoring thousands of parameters in real time. The flight proceeded flawlessly, maintaining altitude and speed with stable controls. After 20 hours and 45 minutes, the C929 touched down smoothly in Buenos Aires. It covered 19,600 kilometers, setting a new world record for the longest unrefueled commercial jet flight. The achievement validated the C929's design and engineering. Comac had built a true intercontinental competitor. The C929's flight data is impressive. Its 19,600-kilometer range surpasses the Airbus A350-900 ULR and outpaces Boeing's 787-9. This opens up new non-stop routes once thought impossible. Fuel efficiency was a highlight, about 5 to 7% lower per seat kilometer than current rivals. For airlines, this means lower operating costs and a compelling economic case. The 20-hour flight tested the aircraft's reliability. All systems performed within expected parameters. No failures or warnings were reported, building confidence among potential customers. The prototype simulated a realistic passenger and cargo load, proving its commercial viability. The C929's performance gives airlines more flexibility in route planning. It's a serious contender, ready to reshape global air travel. The numbers speak for themselves. The C929 enters a market long dominated by Boeing and Airbus. The C929 600 seats 280-320 passengers, directly competing with the Boeing 787-910 and Airbus A350-900. Its dimensions and performance closely match its Western rivals. The C929's record range outstrips both the 787-9 and A350-900, with only the A350-900 ULR coming close. This range advantage could be a game changer. However, Boeing and Airbus have established global support networks and proven reliability. COMAC is still building its after-sales capabilities. Price will be a major battleground. The C929 is expected to be 15–20% cheaper than its Western counterparts. Aggressive pricing, backed by Chinese financial institutions, could sway airlines, especially in emerging markets. International certification remains a hurdle. FAA and EASA approval is essential for global sales. Geopolitical tensions may complicate certification, giving Boeing and Airbus time to respond. Still, China's massive domestic market can sustain the C929 program for years. The C929 is poised to disrupt the status quo. The duopoly faces its first real challenger. The competition is just beginning. The West's reaction to the C929's flight was swift and complex. Boeing and Airbus publicly congratulated COMAC, but privately, concern grew. The C929's performance exceeded many expectations, forcing Western giants to accelerate R&D. Industry analysts now see the C929 as a near-term competitor, not a distant threat. The focus has shifted from its flaws to its potential market share. Western governments are watching closely, viewing the C929 as both a commercial and geopolitical tool. China may leverage its economic influence to promote the jet, especially through the Belt and Road Initiative. Lawmakers in the US and EU are considering responses, from supporting their own industries to scrutinizing certification. For airlines, a third major supplier could mean more innovation and lower prices. Some executives are interested in the C929 if it meets safety and economic standards. But political pressures remain. The C929's entry will test the balance between commercial interests and national loyalties. The C929's success is a geopolitical milestone. It symbolizes China's rise as a global technology leader and supports its Made in China 2025 strategy. The jet threatens the US and EU's dominance in high-value aerospace exports. As China produces more wide-body jets, its orders for foreign aircraft will decline, impacting Western jobs and trade balances. The C929 is also a tool of Chinese foreign policy, offered as part of economic packages to Belt and Road countries. Preferential financing could make the C929 a common sight in Asia, Africa, and Latin America. The aircraft's technology base has military applications, from airlifters to refueling tankers. This dual-use potential is not lost on Western defense planners. The C929 strengthens both China's economic and military capabilities. Its impact will be felt far beyond the runway. The C929's record-breaking flight marks a turning point in aviation. China has arrived as a serious player in commercial aerospace. The duopoly of Boeing and Airbus is now a triopoly. The C929 is a real aircraft with proven capabilities, not just a paper dragon. Its development is a story of ambition, perseverance, and technological leap. The West must now innovate and adapt to this new reality. The C929 is both a commercial product and a symbol of shifting global power. Challenges remain: scaling production, building support networks, and securing certification. But with China's vast domestic market, the C929's future is secure. The skies are entering a new era, one where the East is ready to compete.